ran 1 mile every hour for 12 hours, all because David Schwimmer made a stupid movie with Simon Pegg in 2007.
Run, Fatboy, run! I can lose weight, but you'll always be so.
Pace is relatively relaxed for the opening miles.
We have more running stuff at the end, and I pretty much died, so you have that to look forward to. So this movie, this is Run, Fatboy Run, is what we're talking about today. I know what you're thinking. I've never heard of this movie, ever.
And yeah.
But let me tell you a little bit about it. It came out in 2007.
Same year as Transformers.
Wow, that's how we tell time now.
the Transformers time scale.
David Schwimmer directed it.
Yeah.
Of all things.
An American guy directing a British movie.
Yes, it's also a British film, so you have Simon Pegg is your star.
Yeah, he plays Dennis.
And yeah, just a kind of a weird cast and ensemble too, because you have Frank Azaria.
Yeah, Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria in it.
He's like, oh.
Simon Pegg, who is Dennis.
Dennis.
And he leaves his bride-to-be, who's already preggers, at the altar.
Yeah, first of all, unchristian. Second of all, wow.
Yeah, honestly, Simon Pegg in this movie is the biggest waste of human life in the world.
Like, just disgusting.
Literally leaves this beautiful woman at the altar who loves him and is also pregnant, by the way.
Yeah.
And then 5 years later, he's just like working at this shop as security at this like Victoria's Secret type place.
Yeah, and
which,
not doing a great job.
Not doing a great job tackling folks stealing bras and stuff. And that kind of leads us to some of the humor in the movie. Some of it's really funny.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just like really crude and like out of nowhere.
And something I needed a lot of with Libby, stamina.
That's just inappropriate, isn't it?
Because it's PG-13, right? And it's,
really?
I think so, yeah. I have to double check because there's a part where I'm gonna call him Indian guy. I'm sorry. Gupta. What's
Gashtar is Gushtar.
Gushtar. There's a part where his landlord character is like, they're trying to lie to get him in the race that they join.
And they censor it?
And they censor him cussing a bunch.
Sporadic and often violent outbursts of profanity. And often chronic flatulence.
Dennis is trying to basically win his ex-fiance back.
Yeah.
Who is currently dating, not Frank Azaria, but Hank Azaria.
A rich American man.
Yes, who...
From
Chicago. And what's funny is, honestly, I like the guy.
Plus, I love to run. I actually ran the London Marathon a little while ago.
Oh, that's a coincidence.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
I watched it on the television. The last hour. I sleep in on a Sunday.
Yeah, he seems like, well, for the first half of the movie, he seems like a nice, normal guy.
Yeah, and then the movie progresses. And for me, a little bit of this movie feels indie in the way it was shot, in some of the ways that they established, like the character of Dennis and kind of his priorities and what he wants in life. So it starts, he wants to win back his ex-fiance, and the way to do that, of course,
a marathon. That's how you get any woman.
Run a marathon, yeah, of course. And here's the thing. A marathon is what, 26.2 miles?
How many kilometers is that? They're British. That's like...
About 5.
Like 30 football fields, or...
Do they measure it by soccer fields or football fields?
I feel like they measure it in like beans on toast.
They do have some weird food, I'll say that.
Like how many crumpets till the next dining exit?
How many teapots until...
How many Thomas the Tank Engine episodes until we get that? So he gets the idea from Whit saying, oh, I'm going to run a marathon. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do that too.
Yeah.
So you could run a marathon?
Could I have a chocolate brownie, please?
Hang on!
When he starts training, for some reason, he's just in his underwear.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I guess they're supposed to be really tight shorts.
I think they're just straight up briefs. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a short.
They're short. They're booty shorts.
They're more than booty shorts. That's the problem I had with it. And yeah, so some of the crude humor in it too. There's a part where he just gets like chafing because he's running in straight up just briefs, and he's just like scratching that area in the women's clothing store he works at.
Yeah, like sometimes the humor is a bit all over the place. Like the first joke of him running and he gets like 2 feet and he's like, that's enough of a workout. And like, that's like a pretty nice, subtle,
super relatable.
And then later they just have like really weird slapstick gross out humor where he has a giant boil on his foot and it like pops and explodes.
Yeah, it felt like it was in a different movie. And while I thought the joke was kind of funny, the whole like that's never happened before. It's super crude and just and the prosthetic is just like you paid a budget for this. Why?
Yeah.
Just kind of weird. But with that though, his friend, who was the Waste of Space boyfriend in Shaun of the Dead, I believe. He is his best friend in this.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really enjoyed their dynamic, and I enjoyed. He makes a bet that he will finish.
And everyone else bet that he wouldn't.
That he's gonna quit, and so he becomes the trainer, and then his landlord becomes the assistant trainer.
Yeah, he's like, I have the spatula.
Yeah, I got the spatula, and I really enjoyed the like training montage.
Yeah, the training montage was awesome.
Why are you here?
I'm the assistant coach.
Why'd you get to be assistant coach?
Because I have this spatula. Ow!
Go on, get running.
The whole thing is him trying to get back with his ex-fiance. So there's this dynamic between him and Whit, who's now with her. And at first, it's like, oh, he might be a good guy because he's like, he's got money, but he's nice to the kid. He's nice to her.
At first.
And
I guess they do try to lay hints at it with like the boat scene.
I guess.
Where the kid's like, can I control the boat? He's like, no, but you can watch.
Yeah. So he's controlling it.
Yeah.
But for me, I thought it would have been bolder if they would have had the story be that Simon Pegg's worst enemy is himself.
Yeah.
And he ran away from the best thing in his life, and so now he's got to deal with the consequences. But instead, it kind of doofy.
Just goes full Hollywood.
Yeah. So basically, he signs up for the marathon. Hilariously, I guess it's funny. He's running for an erectile dysfunction nonprofit.
What do you think? Nice.
Yeah, they barely mention it all.
Yeah, I thought on one hand, kind of funny, but on the other hand, I was like, oh, this is gonna get really annoying really fast. No.
Yeah, they make like 2 jokes about it.
Literally. Also, Stephen Merchant is in it.
Yeah, he plays
For
the
2 seconds.
erectile dysfunction advocate.
He does, and he gets hit by a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny. And when he shows up, I'm just like, that's that guy. That's Stephen Merchant. Wow.
He was in Logan as that
pale
one
face.
Yeah. He's like, I can't look at the light.
Yeah, and in this one, he just couldn't stand because they broke his leg with the wheelchair. But yeah, so the day of the race comes.
Oh, it was like a couple days before, right? Where Whit proposes to his Goyle.
His Goyle, and that's really when they start planting the seeds of this dude is bad news.
Yeah, because he's being real mean to our man.
There comes a point in every race, could be the 5th mile, could be the 25th, but eventually you're going to hit what runners like to call the wall. And when you do, you won't be able to breathe or think or even move. All you're going to want to do is give up. I have a very strong feeling that that's exactly what you're going to do, Dennis.
And that's the thing, too. I don't think it's super realistic. They did set a timeline that he had 3 weeks to train for this thing. And I have done a couple 5Ks, and I've done an 8K that killed me. I don't think I could do a marathon. And so I'm supposed to believe that Simon Pegg went from chasing down people stealing underwear from the mall to doing a marathon.
Whit proposes to his ex-woman. He decides to like quit. It's like a really dark night of the soul moment.
And then
he's depressed and he's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, that lasts for like 5 minutes. And
yeah.
And on one hand, like I get it, like guy's going through some stuff, but he left her at the altar.
Yeah.
So like it's supposed to be the dark night of the soul, but the whole time I was just like, you know what? If Hank's not a bad guy, like yeah, more power to him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like let her be happy.
Yeah.
And move on.
Yeah, but then the boy
runs away. And also his kid to me looks like a little gremlin-ish.
He is Snaggletooth.
He
is British.
British. Sorry to all our British viewers, but
to all our British viewers, when was the last time you went to a dentist?
Yeah, go to a dentist. That's all I'm saying. I wanted to talk, but at least they're not Snaggle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he just kind of looks gremlin-ish the whole time, but he's like,
he also doesn't look mixed.
He does. I did mention that I'm just not sure if that shade of ginger and
comes
that woman,
that shade of dark.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't know. But I'm more focused on the fact that he likes tree frogs and girls that look like tree frogs.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a secret?
Absolutely.
There's a girl in my class called Emily.
Well, I'm sure that's not a secret. The teachers probably know about it.
She looks like a tree frog.
She what?
She looks like a tree frog.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
I like tree frogs.
Oh, yeah? More than hobbits?
I kind of wanted to see this tree frog girl.
Me too. I just want to see like her bug eye, like.
I want to see her like snatch a fly out of the air.
Yeah. And the dad just be like, "Whoa, that's cute." Yeah.
I see why you like her.
Yeah. So he runs away, and that's really the catalyst that brings him back to. He knows he can't quit anymore. He has to see it through.
He has to stick with it because of his son, his boy.
Yeah, and so he does. And so he goes to his friend's house and sets his alarm. Wakes up late, and then he's running to the marathon.
Yeah, and going on about the unrealistic thing, like no breakfast. He didn't carbo load before.
That's what I'm saying.
And he had to run to the marathon beforehand, so he's already exhausted.
As soon as he starts running when he gets out of the taxi, I'm like, this is not going to end well. There's no way he can finish this.
Yeah.
Well, turns out he gets in line with Hank, old Wit.
Oh, Hanky boy.
And they start running at the top of their freaking
full speed. Like they're knocking over professional runners.
Which honestly, that's pretty funny.
Stage in the race.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my goodness! There's a man down.
Sorry.
And I do like the news is reporting on it, and they're like, I don't know what these two.
What are these two idiots doing?
They're having their own race, and I did like that.
A missed opportunity I think they had. They had the thief from the beginning of the movie show up in the marathon. And like they had some other like wacky looking people there.
Yeah.
Kind of wish we got.
I wonder if they cut stuff out because I do feel like there's some Chekhov gun moments where like they show things that they never bring back up.
Yeah.
And that's what you were mentioning with some of the jokes too, because it's almost like the jokes were setups to be paid out later, but like with the foot thing, but not really. No.
Yeah. Kind of wish they did like a wacky racist thing where like there are some other like funny marathoners running with them that he had to like jump around or something.
Yeah. Well, and then of course where it winds up is him and Hank trip each other. Really, Hank trips him.
Yeah.
Next to Mr. Doyle is involved in some way. In fact, if we look at it again, here, yes, he deliberately.
There's a moment where it's like, does he go to the hospital?
Or does he not?
Or does he not? And then so get down to it, the wife and the kid rush to the hospital because they think it's Dennis. But
really, it's Mitt. Or
it's
Whit.
Whit, yeah. It's not Mitt Romney. It's not.
Yet.
The haircut's similar, though, I think. But yeah, they get there. It's Whit. And Simon Pegg has been racing this whole time.
Yeah.
And he's the only one left.
I will admit, I did really like that. Like that kind of underdog, like pushing through no matter what kind of story.
It's very Hollywood, but I like that he did not quit, even when he should have quit, like because he had that sprained ankle.
They're gonna have to amputate that leg now.
Literally, yeah. And there's this cool moment where they talked about the wall earlier. So he's going to see it through no matter what, and his friends join him.
Yeah,
and he's on the news.
I did really like. We slowly see all his friends sort of come together.
Yeah, and even the people that are like betting against him.
They start out screaming, "Loser, you suck."
Yeah, they're like, just quit. And then towards the end, like
even
the acting's really good because they're like, oh, you could just quit, but they don't want him to quit. You can tell they don't want him to quit. But there's this great moment where he hits the wall and they like do this weird like Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, it turns surreal for a second. I really like that.
I like that, but that's another example how sometimes just things come out of nowhere in this movie.
Honestly, that came out of nowhere and was really jarring, but I really liked it.
I love that part, and he's running at this actual literal brick wall, and
we see like a brick come out, and we see him on the other side, like,
and he's like, come through, but he's not talking.
Yeah, and he looks around and no one else is there. It's just him and the wall.
It's like a weird Jedi meditation thing that's going on.
I really like that.
That was a really cool part, and him breaking through the wall, I loved it. He gets to the finish line, and he can't do it, but he can do it because wife and child.
He has a beautiful black wife and a beautiful almost mixed race baby.
Baby crawls and he gets up and he runs to him
and he hugs him.
And the Gestapo guy, what's his name? Indian guy. And the best friend. They're all just having a good time. Everyone's happy.
Except for Whit.
Who there's this really funny scene where he tells him like, no, he tripped me, and then they show it on the news, and the news reporter.
It's the city, man.
Yeah.
I haven't been myself for a long time. Work has not been. It's It's just this city, you know? It's really hard here for me. You know, everyone's so polite here, and it's like the food and the I don't know what happened to me. I don't know it's just this place.
Yeah, so I was so inspired by this. I had to, well, I didn't have to, but we did it.
You did it.
I did it. Me, Nick, and Ben.
I hit the wall getting out of bed.
So we ran a mile every hour for 12 hours. It's 6 a.m. I am not a morning person. Hello, good morning. So apparently it's snowing. Y'all want to see the snow? Here we are.
We're running in the snow, baby!
It's what we call Mississippi snow. Yeah. So.
Mississippi snow on a 12-mile run.
Ready? Go.
All right, kid, pull your pants up, tie your shoes. Activity started. Where you going, to the aquarium? Slow down, kid.
This is my Boston fan.
So we started the first mile following Ben's directions, which, as you can see down the dark alleyway, we didn't do the rest of the day.
All right, Ben, take a nice big bite for us.
I did.
As we're running.
Ben was eating a Jimmy Dean breakfast bowl the entire first mile, which is either impressive or stupid or both.
Time, 6 minutes. Distance, 0.5.
Oh, come on.
Miles. Average pace, 10
only been 6 miles.
Also, somehow we messed up our tracker, so only gave us half credit, but I'm counting that whole mile. My feet knew the difference. With the first mile finished, we had the most important step of the day ahead of us. Breakfast.
Thank you so much. You're amazing. Hey, so every hour for the next 12 hours, all 3 of us are running a mile. What do you think about that?
You said for every hour for the next 3 hours?
No, all day. All day. We're running a mile.
Until 6 p.m. Cause
I'm gonna pray for y'all legs.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
1 mile down, 11 to go.
All right, kid, pull your pants up, tie your shoes. Activity started. After this run, you and me, kid, will go out and grab a couple beers.
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her.
Why did you bring?
He gave it to me, so I really can't say anything. Here we go. All right, let's go.
Came back, double up like. Ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me.
We eat apple after mile 5.
High five for mile 5.
Hell.
Don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her. I still got her.
Oh! That would have killed me. That was so close. That would have killed me. That was so close. You know? Why'd you throw it so hard? I thought you were gonna arch it over your head.
So the plan right now, so we didn't run behind, but we need to eat. So we're going to back to back. We're gonna walk one, and then we're gonna run the one right after that. But we're gonna take an hour for lunch because I'm going to die. We had this nice lady pray for us, and yes, we ate Chick-fil-A twice in the same day. That was Nick's choice, but hey, I felt pretty good getting that second wind with the little chicky nuggets. That was pretty good. With that, we headed back thinking the hard part was all over, but I think it just began. I'm not saying I'm a complainer, but someone was complaining.
Right now, I'm holding.
How's it colder than it was at 6 in the morning?
Because now we're walking.
That makes no sense, Nick. That doesn't control the temperature of the weather. Okay. You're right, man. It's a little late in the game to be doing that shenanigans.
Jogging at least a fraction of a hair faster than I can walk.
We're old and run down.
You're gonna get hit by the car.
I'm fine with it at this point. I think I might lay down right in front of it. My hip is on fire right now. I gotta slow it down.
Being right next to each other, we can keep amping you up.
Nick gave me and Ben a 3-minute head start and still pretty much lapped us, so. They are, clearly. Nick's supplied us with these lovely sweat tarps on his couch.
And I'm ready!
I don't know what Ben is doing as always.
He's playing a no beat. Great. Ben, you want to start running?
I am speed walking like a madman. You fool!
I kickstarted Ben.
You're gonna have to keep doing that, Dan, if I'm, because I'll tell you right now, it ain't gonna last long.
Turn.
I don't know, I didn't tell you to say. What is that? Oh, yeah.
Come on, inside.
Paused.
Come on, no walking.
That was a mile?
No, that's 0.7. Come on, we're waiting for you.
0.7?
Oh,
I like that.
No, you have a girlfriend. I'm gonna employ the old ragdoll technique.
Come on.
Yeah, and then they pretty much carried me until the end of this mile here. And somehow I still fell behind, but look, we only have 1 mile left. Mile 12. All right, boys. Mile 12! We did it!
We're done! Almost.
One more.
We're done in like 30 minutes as fast as these guys run.
And you might be asking yourself, why did we do this?
For fun. Push our bodies. Do something we've never done before.
Fun.
Work hard. Get stronger. Eat faster. More endurance. Be a better person. Be a better man. Do something you don't want to do. Do the right thing.
Can you give me one good reason?
Live for Jesus.
You might notice that Ben is limping a little. It's because he's weak.
Wait, is this snow now? Is it snowing?
I don't see anything.
Something drifted in front of my eyeball.
I think you need LASIK surgery. Wait, how's it warmer now than it was before?
Oh, I feel great.
It's totally warmer than it was like at noon.
Did you just die?
We are women.
All right, let's at least start jogging. Come on. I know we're gonna walk, but let's at least start the right way.
Okay, all right. Brace your Ben.
There you go. There you go.
I was hoping he'd take off, and then I could stop immediately. Can I get some space? 12 hours with you?
You're in my leg.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
My legs.
No, we got it.
My back.
If you walk now, we're gonna walk the whole time. Come on.
I'm cool with that.
No.
I'm okay with that.
You gotta make it further.
I'm gonna be honest here. I didn't know if I was gonna make this last one. Every part of my body was shutting down. I really hope you guys are entertained by this, because I think this is a part where you can see a little part of my soul leaving my body. I just had to take a little rest and then have one last push in me.
Come on, Ben.
And with that, we did it. Yay! Now I'm gonna go home and sleep for 48 hours. That's us on Run Fatboy Run. Now you've heard of it. You're welcome.
Now you've experienced the fat boy himself.
Yes, and me running as well. So thank you for watching. Click wherever to watch whatever, and we'll see
Subscribe,
you next time. Run 12 miles.
Yeah. Run 2 inches. Goodbye.
Bye.